Okay, welcome to the DIY cat enclosure tutorial part 2. So in this part I'm going to show you how to attach your conduit to a brick wall and also a few helpful hints and solutions to problems you might come up against. So for this part we have the saddles, that's these ones here, and I've got a piece of conduit here which I'm just going to use. We'll just pretend that that is the side of the cat enclosure with the chicken wire coming off it. So if we mark out our spot, you can see there I've already done that from a previous time. So this is for a slightly different project, but the same principles apply. Just to show you the drill bit is this one. So that is our masonry drill bit. That's the one to use. Make sure you've got your hammer drill set up properly. So that's the normal drill setting, we don't want that. So we've got it set to hammer, so that this will move back and forth and push its way through the brick as it's spinning. Okay, so let's drill. Okay, so when we actually knock this in, you'll notice there's a beveled edge here. So that edge there is the one that goes into the brick. The other edge is just flat. So make sure we go this end in. There we go. And then we're just going to use a standard Phillips screwdriver and a self-tapping screw. You can do this with a battery drill, but I found better results if you do it by hand. Otherwise it's too easy to end up going through the, going too far. And then you can pull the raw plug out. And there we go. That's it. Okay, so another little trick that I've picked up is that with these, you can actually bend them so that they give you a different way of connecting the conduit. So normally, if it's like that, my only option is to go pretty much, straight in like that, either vertically or horizontally. But what I can do is actually change the shape of that so that this will now hook around and be able to secure it to the top and past the brick. So I'll show you how to do that. Basically, just put it like that on a piece of wood or something, give it a hammer. The shape is now like that. Alright, and then you can hook it on, and then you can mount it like that. So it's nice and clean edging, and that way from the other side it grabs onto it nice. So the other situation you might get is that you've got one of these, maybe you're down to your last one, and you've drilled a hole and you knock it only part way in because the hole's not deep enough. So it might be worth doing the following tip. So I'll drill a hole that's too short on purpose. Right, I think that's too short. And again, as usual, we make sure that the chamfered edge, one with the bevel on it, goes in first. Okay, and no matter how much I keep knocking, it's not going to go that last little bit. So there's a little trick that I learnt. Get your knife, basically just slice the top off it. Now, you wouldn't always want to do that. Sometimes it wouldn't be appropriate, but it's just a little tip you can use if you need to. One thing with these, I have found that if they've been in the sun and they get really hot, they bend too much, and make sure you keep them fairly cool, as cool as you can, because you know, when they start bending, they're really hard to knock in. So yeah, that's just another little tip that I've picked up along the way. If you want to see more, please subscribe, favourite, like and comment, and I'll go through some of the tips and tricks we discovered when we built this cat enclosure in future tutorials.